Right, so on my full focus 1.5 TDCI 2015, I'm getting that, see that yellow icon there, number 4, flashing for a number of seconds, then going solid on, and it's been it's going on and off as well. So it'll go off for a while, and then it'll come back with the flashing, and it'll stay on for a while. So these modern cars have what you call the TPMS, the Tyre Pressure Monitoring System, and two types. One is they just look like normal valves, just like that picture there. The other one has like a hex bolt on it, and you easily determine the two. But I think they both work in similar ways. They both monitor the pressure in your tyres, and if there's a difference in one of the tyres, it'll kind of flash out a warning to your car. Give you like a slow puncture warning. I have had that in this car before, where I had a slow puncture, and it'll actually tell you what tyre it is. So it tells you some of the faults here. Flashes 75 seconds when the ignition's on. Tells you it's a malfunction. What I might do is to make sure it's pumped up to the correct pressure, all tyres, as logically you should do, and then I will, without driving it, I will plug in the scan tool, and these are the scan tool errors. But I suspect it's probably either out of battery, or even it says here, see that one of the most common causes of failure is inappropriate handling during wheel or tyre removal or servicing. TPMS is an electronic component fitted in a part of a heavyweight mechanical process. Right, so I did change these tyres about 6 months ago, and I did take it somewhere where I don't normally go, because I didn't arrange for the tyres to be fitted where I normally go. And it could be that, because it says there one of the most common causes is mishandling. Could be that they mishandled it. But anyway, we shall find out and see what we can do. Maybe I have to take it to the appropriate tyre service place, and in fact tell them to change the battery, or it'd be easier to change the battery, TPMS battery power, or blocked pressure port. Low TPMS battery or blocked pressure port. Okay. Broken accelerator, low TPMS or blocked pressure port. So there's some sort of pressure port that can be blocked as well. Right then, let's go to the car. Right, so I pumped up all 4 tyres. They were probably £2 per square inch, a bit lower, all of them. Now that's natural, because in winter less heat in the air, therefore less tyre pressure, so you need to pump them up in the winter, and then it will kind of automatically take care of itself in the summer. So anyway, so pumped them up. I do recommend to check your tyre pressures. Best thing to do is get one of these, a good quality one though, like this one, Michelin. And if you get a good one, this valve in here will last for years and years and years. Much more accurate than handheld ones. Anyway, so I'm tempted now, logically, to take it for a bit of a ride to see what the difference is. Would the sensor go off? Right, so it's a bit dark, but if you remove on the Ford Focus, there's this, hope you can see it. Kind of squish that down and it'll drop. So what this is a storage compartment. It's a bit dark, so see that? It sits there, squeeze it, it'll come off. And it gives you that, hopefully you can see that. So that will be the it comes off completely. That'll be your OBD2 It's going to, I'm on the slope, but make sure it's on neutral for me. Right, so plug this in. It's going to Autel is an old one now, DS708 Pro. You know, it's good investment. You know, you buy them for your car. If you bought a 2020 car, you'll need a different scan tool. Here's OBD2. Plug that in. So the tyre pressure monitor light will be just here. A yellow thing, looks like a tyre. That will be flashing. Got electricity on, booting up. Right, so I'm going to choose Ford, obviously. European Ford. So I'll get it all in the system and I'll have a look, see if I can recalibrate it. That would be really handy. If it's a battery thing, I'll have to, you know, see if I'll have to change a valve, change the pressure monitor. I wonder if it'll tell me which one is wrong as well. Yeah, it's running through a scan. It's probably come out with an error. That one's not good. So I'm expecting an error. Right, I'll just scroll down. Nothing there. So this APIM well, I drove probably a mile and a half, 2 miles probably. No, the tyre pressure monitoring thing hasn't come up. So either I need to drive more like 10 miles before it comes up, or that is very good for telling you you've got a slow puncture in one of the tyres, because it measures the difference between one of them compared to the other 3. Alright, that would make sense. And in that case, I think when one of my tyres had a slow puncture, it actually showed it on the graphics there. I think it did do that. I can't remember exactly. Have a look at one of my old videos, I might mention it. But because of the colder weather, we're down to only 10 degrees now. Whereas last time I pumped it up it was more like 30 degrees. Tyre pressures in all the tyres have dropped the same level to about 29. Normally I have the rears about 32, the front about 33. On the door, on the side of your door, it'll tell you exactly what it should be. I think on the door it should say something like 30 on the rear and 31 I think at the front, but I normally have 32 at the rear and 33 at the front. Today I pumped them up both to 32, right front and rear. You can pump up the rear higher if you want, it depends on how much cargo you carry. Still not doing bad, 66.6 miles per gallon. Eat that up, so that's real miles per gallon in real terms. So it could be that because they both went down, that thing there lightening up for most people, they might say, oh, my tyre pressure is low, and that could be what it is. So for most people, when they see that, oh, my tyre pressure is low, they go and pump it up and the error goes away. So it could be that. So when all tyres are going down in pressure, the computer kind of has it's not smart enough to figure out that you're dropping in pressure in all tyres, instead of thinking there's a fault in the sensor. So maybe that's it. Well, we'll have a look. Last thing before we finish, shut the engine, make sure everything's back on. Oh, I have to put that back on first, otherwise I have no aircon. No, I mean I haven't got aircon anyway, but make sure this is back on. Right. So last thing, go upstairs, check those error codes. I think it was like something like 128BD something. I think I do remember. It wasn't any of these, was it? Let me look back at my recording. It's something like it could be that one. 124. So, right, so it was that one. B124 Delta colon 02. There was a 28 at the end of it. So that one says tyre pressure sensor, general signal failure. Now, that kind of makes sense. A general signal failure, you know, it can't, if it was low pressure in all of them, it just can't deal with it, and it says, oh, it's a general signal failure. It does kind of make sense. Yeah. Okay, so let me just look at some of the others. Let me have a look what it says. It takes a little while to kind of boot up. Tyre Pressure Monitoring Activation Tool. I don't know what that is. It's coming up with nothing. It's not doing anything, that one. Special tool, 5 feedback in the form of flashing green light. I'm not sure what that is at all. Oh, tyre pressure location sensor calibration. Oh, you need a special tool. Have to be 2 meters away from any other vehicle. Using a start-stop switch, precision ignition off to run 3 times, ending in a run position. Release the pedal, brake pedal. Precision ignition off. So there's a procedure here when you have this tool. Oh, I haven't got that. So there's a whole procedure there. Anyway, it sounds like I've overcomplicated, and it sounds like a layperson come and go, oh, we need tyre pressure, and because it was a general one, it kind of aligns with what I'm thinking. Okay. What? Tyre pressure sensor battery may release hazardous chemicals. What? I thought it'd be one of them button batteries. Anyway, so if you get that, do what I did. Just check your tyres using a good tyre pressure pump, right? Don't get the cheap ones, they're usually very inaccurate. Just get a good, probably get a good foot pump. If they're low, just pump them up all 4 tyres, or go to the garage, pump all 4 tyres, see the error goes away. And that's it really. If error persists, take it to your garage, or change in your TPMS sensor, and go to reputable garages to change your tyres, so you don't break the sensor when they put the wheels on and off, the tyres on and off. Alright, thanks for watching. I hope that helps. If there's no more to this video, it means what we've just discussed is accurate. If there is a next part, it'll be coming up next, because it means I'll tell you the error came back. I've had to change it. I've had to do something else. So the video ends here. You know we were good. Right, so once I forgot, once you've either changed all your tyres, or changed a bunch of pressures, or made some sort of changes, or put a new spare wheel on, or put the spare wheel on, or change one of the wheels because it's got a slow puncture, you've got to really reset. After, of course, remember I checked all the pressures. After you've checked all the pressures where you want it, you need to let the computer know, what's happening. And what's happening is this is a new pressure now that the car's got to deal with. Okay, that includes when you rotate your tyres as well. Right, so on my car, if you look in the on this Ford Focus 1.5 TDCI, if you look in the owner's manual, it'll show you what to do. In your car, I'm sure the owner's manual will also show you what to do. So on this car, get it into the settings. So trip computer 1, flip it down. You can see what I'm doing. Go down, settings, there we go. Press that one, go across. okay with the drive assist, or this button would do as well. Traction control, not city stop. Hill start assist, go all the way down. Tyre monitor, right, so here we go. So if I press and hold this button, so new tyre pressure is stored. Now, okay, we'll carry on with the rest of the video. Right, so whatever I did not work in this case, so I went to the good garage that deals mainly with tyres and exhausts, and they used a scan tool to go around my car, and instantaneously they could tell how much battery is left. So on 3 of the wheels the battery was good and the sensor was good. On 1 of them, the rear left, was not good. And so I've gone to Ford, genuine part. Fortunately I can't read this is too small. Can't even tell where it's made, but it's a genuine Ford part. I'm just going to leave it somewhere safe. When I get a chance, I'll go back there and have it changed for £20. This was £31. Genuine Ford part. Don't use any others. Right, so what is the error? What does it look like for one TPMS sensor that's gone bad, whether it's low battery or it's just gone faulty, I don't know. So switch it on. Tyre sensors not detected, check handbook, okay. So when you press OK, look here, there it is. That is flashing for about a minute. When I come down, information, driver assist, tyre monitor. So if I wanted to reset it, that's what I'll do. I press OK now if I want to reset it. On the information menu, which is the one I wanted to get to, one message active, tyre sensor not detected, check handbook. So even if 1 goes down, this will go turn to solid light soon. The flashing one turns solid, and that would be what you would. But what it would be, it'd probably likely be 1 sensor. This car is already 7 years old. I use it a lot. 96,000. However, the batteries in the other wheels are still good. The man in the shop said they don't go so quickly, not even at 7 years old. So I expect them to last longer than that. Anyway, so I shall pop to the shop next week to have it installed. So basically, see that tyre shop there? It's a good one. I'm going to bring it in tomorrow. I should telephone first, but they're going to book me in, get a TPMS sensor, put it in there for £20. Awesome.